If you have drama and you're over the age of 25, you are the problem. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I've been gone for a little minute, doing stuff like this, taking care of my mental health. Had a lot of things go on this summer, and I've really been needing some time to reconnect with myself and get back to myself and understand, like, what does sobriety look like for me? How am I going to step into this new chapter of my life? Who do I want to be? I feel like a brand new person this year, and I feel it even more so now. But less about me, more about the topic that we're going to talk about. If you have drama in your life right now, it's for a couple different reasons, but mainly because you're either not establishing boundaries or you are looking for issues. Now, every person's different, right? So it could be different for everybody. But for the most part, whether you're born a man or born a woman, your brain fully develops between the ages of 25 to 27. And if you are after the age of 27 having consistent drama with people, you're lacking something in your life, whether that be boundaries, happiness, security. There's a lack. The most successful people and the most happy people and the most confident people don't have drama with anybody, because why would they? I personally don't have drama with anybody, and anybody that brings drama into my life is cut out. I don't think it's cute to fight with your friends. I don't think it's cute to fight with your partner. I don't think fighting is cute. I don't think yelling is cute. I don't think any of it's cute. And it's taken me a long time to realize that. I think probably up until the beginning of 28, 29 was really when I started putting those boundaries in place for myself, when drama was not attractive anymore. And it's because when you get to this point in life where you are secure in yourself, where you're secure in your beliefs, who you are, what you bring to the table, the type of friend, partner, person, business partner you are, you don't have time for drama, and you don't have time for people that bring drama to your life. Now, certain situations are different. I understand if you're being disrespected, needing to stand up for yourself and things like that. I say, if you have drama in your life, it's because you're lacking something. It's because if you are consistently going, why is this person fighting with me? Why do I have this problem? Why do I have this problem? You gotta look at the common denominator here, and I'm sorry, but the reality is in order to heal, you need to take responsibility for your part in your own suffering. And if you're not, you're avoiding the biggest elephant in the room, because it's you. You could very well be the problem, and not in a cute, like, Taylor Swift way. In a very serious, like, sometimes the call is coming from inside the house, and that's okay. I've had it. I've had friends that have had it. We're not all perfect people. And we go through trauma and we go through things, and we need to heal those things. But what I'm telling you to do is, if we are looking at consistent drama in your life, there's something more going on. Now, if we're looking at a situation where you're consistently fighting with your friends, why are your friends triggering you? Now, is it your friends triggering you, or are you being triggered? Because those are two very different things. If your friends are constantly triggering you, you need better friends. We need to look at why these things are happening. Are you being triggered? Are people being disrespectful? Are people being rude? If that's the case, are you attracting disrespectful people into your life? Is it because you don't know how to boundary set? Is it because you're not learning your lesson, even though you're getting it a million times over and over again? The call is coming from inside the house. The call is coming from here. Your outward viewpoint of the world, your people, your drama, your everything, is a reflection on what's going on in here. Because if you say, no, these are my boundaries, and stick to them, people can't disrespect that. People will try to. But if you stay strong in your boundaries and don't allow people to cross them after you've set them, they have nowhere to go. They're going to keep running into a wall, because either you're going to accept it or walk away from it. But the reality is if you are dating the same kinds of people, being friends with the same kind of people, you need to look into yourself. Why do I consistently attract these people? What part of myself am I trying to heal? Because we're all trying to heal something, right? We're all trying to heal some part of our childhood that didn't feel like they were enough, that didn't get the care they wanted, that were neglected, that were living in poverty, that saw abuse, that experienced abuse, sexually, physically, emotionally, whatever it may be. We are trying to heal the child you are. I'm not going to talk to you like you're the adult you are today, because at the end of the day, it's your child that's hurt. It's you as your child that is in pain. So humor me with this. If we looked at the pattern of your friends, your boyfriends, all of these things, if we looked at the pattern of this, would it show anybody around you that you loved yourself? We lined up all the people you've dated in a row, all the people you've been friends with in a row. Would it be an example of you loving yourself? Would it show strangers, people, me, whoever, a version of somebody that loves themselves, or would it show somebody that is seeking something else? Would it show settling? Would it show not lining up? What would it show? What are their personalities like? Now, the reason I'm asking you to humor me in this isn't because I want you to take responsibility for abusive relationships. It's not because I want you to take responsibility for having friends that hurt you and take advantage of you. What I want you to do is take responsibility for the pattern that you have and say it's okay. I don't want you to get mad at yourself. I want you to say it's okay, but I'm choosing better from now on. I want you to say, yes, in the past, I have chosen the wrong kind of people because I was hurt and I was trying to heal that hurt. Because what do we do when we're a hurt kid? We try to find the person that hurt us the most and heal that when we're adults. So if your father neglected you and your mother was an addict, we try to find people that exemplify the person that hurt us the most to try to heal that, because at the end of the day, our child inside of us, the child that we don't take care of, the child that we don't nourish, is craving that love and craving that power and craving that so badly. You're not the problem. If you're sitting here watching this video, you're not the problem. Because you want to change, you just don't know where to start, because it seems like you're so close to the problem, because you are. When you live this far away from the problem, it's hard to see the bigger picture. It's hard to see how far away from it you can get. But the number one thing that you have to do is be willing to make a change. If you're not willing to make the change won't happen. You need to say, I'm done with this pattern, I'm done with this choice, and I'm standing on my boundaries, and I'm standing on my business, and I'm putting me first. Putting you first feels hard because it feels selfish. Putting yourself first seems like the world is ending because people are not going to like it, because the last thing that people that disrespect you want is you to have boundaries. It doesn't leave them a lot of room for them to disrespect you anymore, does it? If you say, I don't like when you talk to me like that, and then you stand on it, and you no longer allow them to talk to you like that, not by getting physical, but removing yourself, by not being friends with that person, but not being in a relationship with that person. People that disrespect you and are there to trigger you aren't going to like that very much. They're going to get real mad about that. At what point in your life are you finally going to look around and say enough's enough? At what age are you going to finally look around and say, like, listen, I've dealt with it. I've dealt with the lessons. I've learned the lessons. Let me take the test. Take the damn test. Take the test. Set the boundaries. Cut people out. Because I promise you, the universe and God and whatever you believe in, for me, it's God. If you leave bad people in your life, you do really, 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 really honestly believe God is going to come down and go, you know what? I'm going to hand you your person. I'm going to hand you your soulmate. I'm going to hand you the best friend you've ever had. Do you really honestly believe that? You honestly believe with everything in your heart that you're going to do all this stuff, right? Stay in this shitty relationship, stay with a cheater, be friends with somebody that talks down to you, and God's going to go, you know what? She deserves a break. Here's a really good friend. Hell no. But you know what God is going to do? Once you remove that person, say no. They disrespect me for the last time. Ooh, that was a big ass dragonfly. But you know what God is going to do? When you say they disrespect me the last time, I'm done. I'm done. I'm choosing me. And you actually do it, and you follow through, and you block the numbers, and don't respond, and do the meditation, and journal, and literally just decide to change, and decide to be better. Then your people come. Then you get the reward. That's when God will give you the reward. That's when the universe will turn around and say, yeah, they're listening. They deserve it. They deserve love. They deserve happiness. They deserve nothing more. You're the one in control of that, though, because it starts with you.